Here's a few vintage pipe lighters. I'm not sure very much information. I got these from vintage lighter lots on eBay. You just search vintage lighter lots and auction, and hopefully you win. Usually they go up to about $50 around there, but you can get up to 20 lighters a piece, a lot, so it's worth it in some cases. These are just a few that I collected I thought were worthy of showing you. This is a pretty cool. The brand says Lilly, made in Korea. So I guess not the greatest brand. I've never heard of Lilly. I don't even know what flag that is. It's probably obvious, but there's a little control here for your fuel, and then you just flick your finger across. So by opening it, allows the fuel, and then you just go like that, and then you can lower it and raise it using this little tool here. So it's going lower, and that's higher, but it's very slight. So pretty cool. Not really my favorite. I wish that flag wasn't there. I don't even know what the hell that is. This one's one of my favorite, literally all-time favorites. Just because of the way it looks, it's really unique. The wood grain, it's actually just like a sticker, which kind of sucks, but it's actually a Colibiri brand, and I was surprised. Those are a really popular brand. What you do is use your thumb to push this up and then flick, and the red is exposed, showing that there's fuel coming out, and then you would just light your pipe. And it kind of even looks like a pipe, which is kind of cool. On the back you have the controls, and it's a very nice lighter. Next is this, which is called the Beattie Jet Lighter. I'm not sure how this is a jet lighter, but it's made in the USA. This bottom is so scratched up. Just some patent information. But you go like this, and then there's your light. Now, there used to be a way that, I guess whenever you turn it on its side, this little pipe here, I guess, would get heated, and then something was supposed to cause the fuel to shoot in a stream, so that you could actually light your pipes. So I don't understand how that works, but it must have worked at some point. It's just lost its ability. I don't even know. These things are pretty junky when you get them. You can see how they're all tarnished and stuff, and you can clean them. But I think it gives it more of a unique look, just to show how old it is. Next, this one's probably the oldest of the few. I believe this one's from like the 30s or 40s or 50s. I don't even know. But it's at least 50 years old. This is definitely an antique. You can see how much grime there is. It used to be a golden lighter. It's called the Golden Wheel Lighter. So, there we go. Golden Wheel Lighter. A little bit of information. It says something about patenting. I don't know, but the way this works, you have this little hinge here. You basically lift it up and flick, and there's your wick right here, which doesn't work as of now. I don't have fuel in these, but if you go put a little bit on the wick, you can get that light, and then you just close it and put it back in your pocket. So things were not as convenient back then, I guess, because, these things dry up so quickly, it's ridiculous. I bet you have to you'd have to fill your lighter up every 2 or 3 days at least, depending on how good of a seal it has on everything else. This is the Sonex lighter. I've never heard of this company either, but this is a pretty solid lighter. I was surprised whenever I got it. really solid, almost looks like real gold. Nice to hold in your hand. It's small enough. Sonex 10 Korea. This is probably the best, oldest, but still in decent shape lighter that I have. It has some initials on it. It says WHW. No idea if that's the company, if that's the guy who owned this, WHW. But you would, like the same one with that other Korean one, push that up, flick, there's your light on here. You can adjust it. This one is very touchy. You can go way high, wow, or you can bring it down just enough so you can conserve your fuel, and then close. So I like this one too, and it came with the case, with this little, carrying display case, which is very nice, and then it just closes like that. So I like it. Just cool to add to my collection. I like the uniqueness of everything and how you can sort of see how everything's progressed. These are butane. These are both lighter fluid, and this is butane as well. So these two are definitely the oldest, and then probably going here. Not sure exactly. But if you guys have any more information, leave a comment, send me a message. I'd appreciate it. Thanks for watching.